TC's in the house. Hey, how you doing there, chosen ones and only watchers? Welcome back to part 2 of how to ground indoors. Things you can do during these portals instead of just watching a video telling you all this different types of stuff. Now, I ain't got nothing wrong with them I've been posting. I mean, some of them are very key and they're helpful and things like that. But we all need to start, working on ourselves in ways that are in relative to our journey with the Most High and Yahushua HaMashiach Christ. So, grounding or earthing is a therapeutic technique that focuses on realigning your electrical energy by reconnecting to the earth. There's little research behind grounding, but smaller studies have reported benefits for inflammation, pain, and mood, and more. Now, let me tell you something. A lot of things about grounding I didn't even mention at first. Some people are like, what the heck is grounding? So let me just give it to you. Grounding is a method that involves you aligning your body with the natural elements of the earth. So typically people do the grounding or earthing outdoors. The types of grounding, all of them focus on reconnecting yourself to the earth. So it can be done through either direct or indirect contact with the earth. If you go outside, like right now it's winter, so I suggest indoor grounding because I live in Massachusetts, it's freezing up here. But grounding is a great way to align yourself with everything that's going on and receive this energy. So, but if you live somewhere where you can go outside, it's nighttime right now, but whatever your hours of time is available, if you can do outdoor grounding, it's great to walk outside barefoot in an area that's heavily grassy and pretty, it's pretty clean and not, run amok through all the time because, some areas that you walk in the ground, you don't know that could be high bacteria in the area. And, things can get up in you through the ground. I used to run a daycare years ago, way long time ago. And some of the kids where they lived, they had contracted something that went up through their feet. And it was parasitic or something, and one of them ended up in the hospital for 6 months, couldn't walk. It was Guillain-Barré syndrome or something. So see, you got to be careful of grounding and where you're at. He lived in a heavily populated area where the kids played outside and ran around like that and all that. So I mean, that's just what happened then. That was kind of random-y, but still, another kid had another illness that was called mouth, nose, and something disease, and they always picking the nose. I couldn't figure out what it was, so the mother took her to the doctor, and they said that she had that, and it required antibiotics and stuff. She had to stay out of the daycare for a while, so got to be careful. Anyway, but there's lying on the ground, submersing yourself in water, but these are outdoor things, using grounding equipment like mats, sheets, blankets, grounding socks, and bands and patches for indoor stuff. So, but listen, there's things that you can do that involve yourself having contact with nature. Like when you do outdoor grounding, it's good to reach and touch a tree. Like a lot of people, they say, hug a tree. I know nobody wants to do that with people watching them all the time. But listen, get outdoors and hug yourself a tree or sit next to one with bodily contact or lean your face against the tree and hug the tree, touch the earth, touch the ground, touch the soil. Like what I do right now is I have a lot of planting soil that I had bought because I don't have a lot of space for a lot of gardening on my patio, but I make some plants and I have hanging plants, stuff like that. So the leftover soil, I put it in a rectangle Tupperware type thing I got at the Dollar Tree. I put it all in there flat and I let my feet sit in there while I meditate. That's a way of grounding too. Talking with your plants. Make sure you're staying hydrated. The water is very important. Grounding, let me tell you what it can do for you. There's not much research on the benefits of grounding, they say. However, people have reported improvements in such conditions. This is coming from healthline.com. So the reports for improvement in conditions such as chronic fatigue, chronic pain, anxiety, depression, sleep disorders, cardiovascular disease. With sleep, it improves the length and it reduces sleep disturbances, people report. Anxiety, depression, 1 hour of grounding therapy significantly improves people's moods, they're saying. And exercise recovery for grounding found that those using grounding patches report lower pain levels with chronic pain. I don't know about that, but on massage and chronic fatigue, massage is a great thing. They report a decrease in the fatigue levels after 4 weeks of treatment with grounding mats. and massages and all kinds of little exercises you can implement. It will make some serious change. And if you're going through the shift, which I'm pretty sure the majority of y'all are going through it, and some of you ain't know it yet, but you're starting to notice it, you feel it. These are things you need to implement in your life every day, in addition to some little meditation, and get yourself some quiet time and stretches and breathe and breathe in and breathe out and inhale, exhale. All that stuff is going to help with all of this shifting, because you are labeling it as chronic fatigue and pain and anxiety and all these conditions, when in all actuality it's probably just a shift jacking you up, and you don't know that's what you're dealing with. Once you realize that, you're going to say, oh, I thought it was me. Because listen, when November 30th hit me, I was laid out and I was ready to call an ambulance. I was like, this is getting to be so bad. Day after day after day with the pain and aches and can't get up and no energy and what's going on? And I finally just started talking to the Most High, and he's letting you meet. He said, listen, all kinds of messages started coming in my direction, because I'm a gifted seer. And I was told, this is the shift. This ain't you, this the shift. And you need to align yourself and get with it, sister. So I called upon the Heavenly Father to give me some instruction and direction, and that's exactly what I took heed to. And then he put me on the path to do this here thing right here. And it was that got me motivated to get doing everything. And then all of a sudden, a new, renewed energy and new knowledge, more stuff. Not only the knowledge, I'm getting it to help y'all. It helps me too. Okay? So, yeah, it's just amazing. I'm trying to, well, did I pass everything? What is this? Wait, the bottom line, hold on. That ain't it. Where was we? This thing finished. Hold up. Grounding. Yeah, I said that part. Science says. So, like I was saying, okay, so the types of grounding I told you, because your body's electrical, you receive electrical realignment and resurges through touching these elements of earth and nature, like sand. Put your feet in the sand at the beach. When you walk on the ground, underneath the ground, it goes right up in the energy. I know some of you have seen this, that people have even made videos where they use meters and they can register as soon as you step on the earth outside of your shoes, the rubber shoes they make us wear, or tell us it's the best thing for us. It's not. We need to be earth to earth, or at least wearing shoes that are earthing shoes. Did you know they sell earthing shoes? You could get them. I've seen them on Amazon or just online. You can order them. And they're designed for your walking like you're walking in nature. And they're very comfortable shoes. It costs a little bit more. They look kind of grassy, earthy, however they make them. But those shoes are very good for you. Walking barefoot, lying on the ground, submersing in water, using grounding equipment, like I said. And all the cardiovascular disease is one of the treatment studies found. Long-term self-administered grounding therapy helps reduce blood pressure levels. Okay, so and it says something about risking of grounding. Like if you have chronic certain conditions, you got to ask your doctor if it's okay for you to be outside doing all that nature stuff, because some people can't be out in the sun. Some people are on certain medication and they can't be exposed to this or that, or bugs in nature, whatever, little things like that. But, you got to check with your doctor about your underlying thingies. So indoor grounding is what I'm talking about tonight, because it's winter time. When you're inside, grounding yourself requires a bit more effort, and in most cases, some different kinds of equipment. Use a grounding sheet or socks while you sleep, a grounding mat in your home or office, chair. This equipment's been thought to help you ground throughout the day. Now, I got my own suggestions regarding outside of this article here. You can practice the grounding indoors with your meditation, using that frequency music too. That is excellent. With lighting of candles, setting the tone. You know how we set our sanctuary before we set intention. Same thing, but you're grounding this time. So like I said, make contact with water. Take a nice long hot bath with some Celtic salt in your bath and lavender, essential oils and all that. Get yourself all relaxed and in tune. And then, after you ground your feet in some soil or whatever however you want to do it. And then during these portals, meditate and journal before and after, and write down things that should come to your mind as you're meditating and releasing things from the stress of your body. I'm not saying releasing intentions. I'm just talking about releasing and letting go and exercise and stretching, a little bit of that. Get that hydration with drinking water. Make sure the lighting is good in your house. Get that music. Could be all kind of different hertz, 777, 396 hertz, whatever. Some of those title videos say third eye happy vibes healing or spiritual chakra cleanses. Look for that. And then, there you go. So try that and